just like I still feel the need to like not talk about it and protect it for my kids. And I always will feel that way. But like, God, if people knew, I just would never do that to my kids.
And I know when I put that up that they were gonna come for me for real. And that's when I got knocks on my door.
I just want to know what the response be if somebody said this to you. They said, wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? Because they're
Y'all, Kanye just proved once again that he has no business being anywhere near his kids. It's like every time we think he can't get any worse, he finds a way to sink even lower. So get this, Kanye tried to set up his 11-year-old daughter, Northwest, to hang out with Andrew Tate and his brother, Tristan Tate. Yeah, those Tate brothers, the men who are literally on record being accused of some of the most disgusting crimes against young women, with multiple arrests for grape, organized crime, and human trafficking. And these are not just rumors. There are actual videos, leaked voice notes, and court cases exposing the vile things these men have done to women. In fact, earlier this month, the Florida Attorney General opened a criminal investigation into the Tate brothers after they arrived from Romania, where they faced grape and human trafficking charges. But apparently, Kanye West thought it was a good idea to introduce these weirdos to his own young daughter. And by the way, this comes just days after Kanye had North feature on a song with Diddy, another woman hater who has a documented history of harming women. Diddy has been accused of some of the most horrific crimes against young victims, some even younger than North. And while he's still waiting for his trial, we already have proof that he's a violent misogynist. We literally saw him on a video putting his hands on Cassie, and yet Kanye thought it was perfectly normal to have North feature on a song with this demon. But there's more, believe it or not. So in case you missed it, Kanye recently went on another one of his unhinged rants on X, and this time he came for Jay-Z and Beyonce's children. Now, say what you want about the Carters, but we can all agree that children should always be off limits. Well, apparently, Father of the Year Kanye West doesn't believe that. In fact, he attacked Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins, Rumi and Sir, in the worst way, calling them the R slur, implying that they're challenged, and even claiming they have Down syndrome.
Kanye has officially went crazy, y'all. This man got an unaliving wish, if you know what I'm talking about. Did y'all just see what he said about Jay-Z and Beyonce kids? The twins?
So if for some reason you still thought Kanye had any redeemable qualities, you need to wake up. This man doesn't even care about his own kids, which means there's no line he won't cross, especially now that he's becoming painfully irrelevant in the music game and he's desperate for clout. But it looks like Kim Kardashian has had enough, and she's reportedly making major legal moves after discovering that Kanye had a sinister plan involving North and the Tate brothers. And honestly, this is the one time we should all side with Kim. No matter how you feel about her, Kanye proved that he is not fit to be a parent, and someone needs to step in before something truly awful happens. So here's what happened with Kanye and the Tate brothers. According to TMZ, on Thursday, March 20th, Kim was forced to cut short North's meeting with Kanye after learning that Kanye invited Andrew and Tristan Tate to hang out with her daughter. Security guards reportedly became concerned after Kanye told them that the Tate brothers would be arriving at the location to spend time with North, and they immediately alerted Kim. Thankfully, the security guards reacted on time, and Kim was able to call off the meeting and order that North be returned home. And you know what's also wild? Kanye spent years claiming that Kim and the Kardashians were using his kids as props, but that's exactly what he seems to be doing. This meeting he arranged for North and the Tate brothers came shortly after Kanye went on another social media rant and accused Kim of being an ex-trafficker just because North was recently featured on a song with English artist FKA Twigs. He wrote, "Kim Kardashian is an ex-trafficker. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all grown. I would have expected more from Twigs. It's F you all ninjas. My soul is black, and watch y'all don't believe me and just say I'm crazy." Now, where to even start unpacking Kanye's hypocrisy? So we're supposed to believe that he's worried about North being dressed too grown in the FKA Twigs video for her song with North. Well, guess what? There is no video. The song is called Childlike Things, and the only video of it is an animation of a symbol representing Twigs' most recent album. So Kanye blatantly lied about North being dressed too grown in a non-existing video, proving once again he doesn't actually care about his daughter, and he's just bitter that he can no longer control Kim and the kids. Also, for a misogynist like Kanye to pretend like he cares about how North dresses is laughable, considering that he's parading his wife Bianca around like a blow-up doll. And by the way, isn't it interesting how Kanye never mentioned his sons when he rants about Kim's parenting? It's like those boys don't even exist for him. Again, this is all about control, specifically controlling women. And like all misogynists, Kanye is a massive hypocrite who doesn't practice what he preaches. But the fact that he would stoop so low just to get back at Kim and set up his 11-year-old daughter with men who are actually being criminally investigated for grape and human that's one of the most evil, despicable things Kanye has ever done. And we all know the list of those things is a long one. Now, I can't show you those videos of what Andrew Tate did to young women who he was allegedly forcing into adult work, but they're all over X and other social media platforms, and they are some of the most disturbing videos I've seen in a while. So tell me again, what loving father wants his 11-year-old daughter to hang out with these monsters? Like, what's the purpose of having a child spend time with two grown men she's not related to? Even if they were regular men, it would be creepy enough. But the fact that the Tate brothers are self-proclaimed women haters with a laundry list of disturbing allegations makes it so much worse. And there's literally no way anyone can justify this. By the way, the stunt Kanye tried to pull with the Tate brothers comes just days after he shared a song featuring Diddy's son King Combs, and North. Last Saturday, Kanye shared the song titled Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine on X, and he wrote in the caption, "New song by Puff Daddy, featuring his son King Combs, my daughter Northwest, and new Yeezy artist from Chicago, Jasmine Williams." The track starts with a phone conversation between Diddy talking from prison to Kanye, where Diddy thanks Kanye for his support. And then later in the song, North can be heard rapping about fake friends.
I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. Because ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, you know what I'm saying? That meant so much. You know what I'm saying? That you reached out to them and took the money away while I've been this far. Man, I appreciate you. Bird up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm still in love, man.
I wanted that's the key to life. When you see me shining, then you see the light. Running through the jungle like a cheetah ride. Surrounded by fake friends I don't even like. When you see me shining, then you see the light. When you see me shining, then you see the light. Everything they wrote, it ain't even right. Okay, good night. Okay, good night.
And real quick, can we talk about how Kanye stays exposing his own hypocrisy? Because once again, he's contradicting himself in the worst way. Not too long ago, he was out here dragging Diddy, calling him a fed, and accusing him of trying to shut him down.
Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake Wait, no, hold on. All you fake you know what I'm saying? I don't get you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you gotta talk is because you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coat card to about me. Now let me say it calm. Shut the up about you. Shut about Michael. Right. I'm Michael now. Right. Every Michael you can think of, but mostly Godfather Michael now. No.
And he didn't stop there. He also straight up implied Diddy might have had people taken out, saying that unlike him, he can't be controlled or blackballed because he, quote, never anyone.
I'm saying is, and this truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they're dealing with, they have legal, I never body, right? That never body, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
But now look at how pathetic Kanye is. Just months ago, he claimed Diddy is a fed and a gatekeeper who was working against him, but now he's recording songs with this same fed and even making his young daughter feature on a song with him. It's like Kanye is so thirsty for validation that he'll flip-flop on everything he says just to stay in the headlines, even if it means backtracking on all his trash talk and putting his own children at risk. But in case you somehow still had doubts that Kanye is not fit to be a parent, let me tell you what this man said about about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids. Kanye has been on a wild ranting spree all week, coming from multiple celebs on X. But on Wednesday, March 19th, he went after Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids, making bizarre claims about how Beyonce conceived her twins, Rumi and Sir. And if that wasn't bad enough, he used an offensive slur and hinted that the Carters are keeping the twins out of the spotlight because of their alleged disabilities. Kanye wrote, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're R-word. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is a blessing. Having R-word children is a choice." And even though the post got deleted, Kanye didn't backtrack at all. He later admitted he only took it down to keep from getting banned on X, but then turned right around and doubled down on his disgusting claims about Jay and Beyonce's twins. He wrote, "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled. I took it down like Down syndrome. Get it? Am I right? F the world." So after all that went down this past week, many people are rooting for Kim Kardashian to demand sole custody of her kids. And at this point, who can blame them? Kanye has been on a reckless, unhinged streak for years. But this latest stunt, trying to set up North West to hang out with Andrew Tate and his brother, is a new level of disturbing. If this isn't enough proof that this man has no business being a parent, then what is? And it's wild that Kanye is still free to do whatever he wants, no matter how dangerous or harmful his actions may be. And that's got a lot of people bringing up the double standard between how male and female celebrities are treated when it comes to their mental health and decision-making abilities. Because let's talk about it. Britney Spears and Wendy Williams were both stripped of their rights, their money, and their independence over their perceived mental health struggles. Neither one of them ever harmed anyone, yet they were still placed under conservatorships and had their lives completely controlled. But Kanye, despite all the vile things he said and done, including putting his own children at risk, he's still walking free, still making money, and still making reckless decisions that could seriously impact his kids. Now, don't get it twisted. Conservatorships are exploitative and should never be used to control someone. But you can't ignore that they seem to only be ever used against women. No male celebrity has ever been placed under one, despite so many of them proving beyond a doubt that they cannot make sane decisions. So now we're hearing that Kim is actively looking into legal options to protect her kids from Kanye. And honestly, let's hope she moves fast, because at this point, he is a danger to his own children. But now I want to hear from y'all. What are your thoughts on this latest Kanye mess? The fact that he really tried to set up North with Andrew Tate and his brother is beyond disturbing. Do y'all think that Kim should fight for full custody? What do you think needs to be done to stop Kanye from putting his own kids at risk? Drop your thoughts below and don't miss out on this next video.